Back when I started taping for my show on the OWN network, Mind Your Business with Mahisha, Princess was on the top of the list for her amazing boutique here in Dallas. I thought, what can I do to help her? And I thought, let me just bring her into the fold and have a one-on-one sit down with her and talk business. So I hear that you're from California.
I'm from California.
I'm from Northern California.
Yes.
Oakland.
Yes.
Okay. So tell me what brought you here.
So I came to Dallas and I just moved here. I just took the jump, moved here, took a year off. I knew I wanted to do the boutique. So before I moved to Dallas, I had a women's clothing store for 5 years called Lipstick Boutique. So we specialize everything fly for women. So I said, when I moved to Dallas, I am having both a men and women's store. So that's where Guns N' Roses came about.
Ah, Guns N' Roses.
Yes,
I
Guns
see.
for the men, Roses for the women.
I was looking forward to having you on my show because, number one, I love all things fashion, and you were here in Dallas. You had an amazing boutique, which I heard a lot about.
Thank
I'm
you.
like, darn, when we moved to LA, I was sad that we weren't able to tape you. But then I never forgot, and then also one of your employees reached out.
Yes,
and via DM, and asked if we could talk. And I'm like, you know what, let's do it.
Also lets me know, don't be afraid to ask.
Not asking for help can be a disability to you, because if you don't feel comfortable doing that, then you may not get the help that you desperately need, and it could put you backwards in time versus propel you forward. So you have to get rid of that not wanting to ask for help. I understand that you don't want to be a burden to anyone or feel like you're taking advantage of anyone, but there's a way that you can still get help without doing either one of those things. And you have to know when it's time to get help.
Yes.
Okay, so let's talk candidly about the business, because I have some ideas, but I want to hear from you what you think your struggle points are.
Oh, okay. So where do I start? So we've been in business for 7 years. Going on in January, it'll be 7 years.
Wow, congratulations.
Yes, thank you. Our sales are declining, and it's been like that since 2016. It's going down, it's going down, it's going down.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
I
know it's stressful.
I'm sorry. It is.
It's okay, don't worry about it.
But 7 years, 7 great years. Like, we are the go-to location, the
For
landmark.
Dallas, absolutely.
Yes, like.
Right.
People, even when they're having scavenger hunts, Guns N' Roses boutique is on the scavenger hunt.
Okay.
Like, that makes my heart smile. We are the go-to pop-up location. Diddy called the store. Hey, Bad Boy Reunion is coming to Dallas. I heard you were the It Boutique. To Big Sean doing his clothing line way 6 years ago. So we've become that mecca for Angela Simmons, Rico Love, Chrisette Michelle. Just,
wow.
Yes, everyone. So it's really a blessing, but it's just like, okay, so this fast fashion has come about, right? So it's okay to wear a $20 dress. It's okay to just, I always compare lowball. I always compare it to Payless. We didn't like to flaunt that. Okay, I had on pro shoes, but now I'm rocking this Fashion Nova dress.
Right.
You know what I mean? So retail has changed, and I didn't change with the times. So I'm playing catch up instead of being ahead of the time.
Right.
So.
But that's okay. But guess what? Here's the deal. Things shift, and we have to evolve or we will dissolve. And we don't want you to dissolve, because it is definitely something going on, especially in the world of Amazon. All right? Everyone can get something via Prime, 2 days, even some things you get same day. And also, that's one thing, right? Amazon. Another thing, as that you heard, the retail space, people are looking for cheaper options sometimes. Now, not everyone, but that's a market that we can serve and also target and market to. And also, thirdly, different revenues of streams of revenue we want to incorporate.
Exactly.
Same business, different business model. Okay, so Guns N' Roses doesn't have to go away, but Guns N' Roses need to shift.
After 7 years, what are some tactics to rebrand and re-strategize your business?
Okay, good. So let's dive into it. Sounds like we're on the same page. So I'm happy to connect you with one of my favorites on my show, Maxie J. Are you familiar with Maxie J?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so on my show, she had her own clothing line that she sold online initially, and then she got her store on Melrose, and then she had 2 stores on Melrose, but now she has her own manufacturing plant in Turkey, because it's a better cost structure than China. And she's taking clients at a much better price point than you can get anywhere else. So I'm gonna connect you two, because she's working with people here in the US, and she lives in LA. But she travels back and forth to Turkey. She has her partner there, and she would love to work with you. If you're looking for someone that can give you a great price point, but also great quality, she's the one for you.
Okay.
I trust her with my entire heart, and all my connections. She's amazing. So let's do that.
Okay.
Okay.
I have 14 years in the fashion buying industry.
Uh-huh.
And so I'm an expert at negotiating, buying, forecasting trends, all those good things. So I'm jumping into the design and manufacture aspect of fashion.
So first things first. Yes, let's look at a secondary location outside of where you are. That means you have to do the research to find out where you should be. And you can ask a realtor for this.
Okay.
Number two, look at other services that you can offer that can bring the clientele to you. So clientele, like you said, the VIP, it's not consignment, but let's give it a nice zingy name, where you actually are doing what Gucci does, where they actually ship the box of products. I love that. People here are busy and they have the money to spend. And your hot items, you can put them on a hot list, HAUTE, and make it where they're getting what's new, the latest and greatest first, and have them sign up for it. But what I need you to do is have some systems in place, which means you have to create profiles online, right? Of their likes, what they don't like, the designers they love, the colors they love, their sizes, etc.
Okay.
But you need a specifically tech-friendly or tech major, someone that has IT as a major.
Okay.
Because they're gonna need to run this program for you, not just computer savvy. They have to be a technical person.
Okay.
So that means their focus, their major needs to be in that area, because you need someone that's young and vibrant and cutting edge technology, know what platforms to exercise. I mean, you definitely want to make sure that you go be very specific there. You need a technical intern. Okay, next and foremost, I think you need to be more mobile. So I like the idea of having a tricked out, beautiful experience where you can bring the clothes to women. Women here, there's a lot of money here. They pay for convenience. So for the woman that loves your boutique but doesn't feel like going out, you come to her.
Yes.
And I will pay the premium for that. And that means that I understand there's an expense there. And that may be something that we can look at doing an LOC, a line of credit for. I would like to see you get a truck, and we can look at yours don't have to be as big as mine. Wrap it, brand it out, and get on the road. Now let's talk about online. Are you doing anything with paid ads of any kind?
So we do Facebook, Instagram, but not beyond that. So I need to know more of what works.
Okay. And it's good that you're local, because you can really concentrate on the Dallas area. It's so much harder when you have to think about the whole nation, but you have the Dallas area. So you can do ads where you can focus on a region. These are social media ads. They could be on, like you said, Instagram and Facebook, but there also are digital ads that can pop up on other sites that are focused. Having those paid ads, having someone do those ads for you in-house, you can have a techie do that for you, the tech intern. Where they would manage your digital ad spend.
I wear so many helmets inside the store. I really feel like I need
An assistant.
An assistant or office manager or someone that can follow up. Like I open the deals, but I'm not good. Like I have not been closing the deals.
Staffing the right team is one of the hardest things you'll ever do. Talent is really, really important. So there's a lot of time you can spend there alone, because they represent you and your brand when you're not there. So just keep that in mind. If you go through people, no, that's normal. Just keep going to get the right set of team. I want you to bring, like maybe once a month, your entire team together to brainstorm creative ideas. Because you're doing all the heavy lifting, right? But when you're in the midst of doing all that, creativity is suffering. So you need to come together, have a staff meeting, and all these ideas we're going through, great, but then let's add to it and see what else they think we should consider doing. So the biggest thing is getting inspired and inspiration to keep your customers feeling like they are stars and they want to only come to you. Every step of the way and every touch point, figure out and think about how I can make them feel special, because that's what you want to do every day to bring them back, because they can shop anywhere. So what's going to set you apart from another store down the street is going to be something that you offer differently. So you may have to invest in some pieces that you want to just gift. You definitely should. But the biggest growth in value is coming from the micro bloggers. So those are people with like maybe a few thousand to a couple hundred. And typically the biggest value tends to be at about the 500 to 1,000 range. So they're small, but their engagement is much better because it's more authentic. And some of the macros are doing too much. So people are kind of, going blind to it. So we're doing more with the micros. So, and a lot of the micros, we have a long list of them, don't want to get paid. They just like the fact that they're becoming bloggers. So they'll get the free item and post. So let's do a micro campaign. Because they'll talk to their friends and their friends are talking back to them. And I think you should do a bunch of micros for your .com business. It doesn't mean it has to be just Dallas to go to the business. To go to your store. It can be all over.
So per month, how many should we have per month?
I'm going to put them in a bucket of bloggers, period. Influencers. Okay. Under the bucket of influencers, there are micros, middies, and macros. So you can divvy that up because the macros have huge fees, as you know. So unless you have a friend that you connect to that can hook you up, then you can wait to do the macros until after you get some more money funneling in, right? I think micros could be a great way for you to get in without costing a lot and getting people talking. And our micros, we have a long list of them. We can even send you some to connect with. It doesn't matter that their hair, these girls that we selected were for hair, but
they still get dressed. They need to showcase the hair in clothes.
So there's no, issue with overlapping there. Yeah, so I would say focus on the micros, and once you get back in the positive, then you can do middies and macros.
Okay.
I love that Lady J is doing it, and I would say go after more macros that you have as friends that can do that as well.
Okay.
So the top things we have, and everything else you can organize as you see fit, but the biggest things are the tasks, get the job, get the VIP program rolled out.
The ads.
And the ads. I want you to start there. And then we need to touch bases in about 4 weeks. Okay. And we're going to see where you are, see if we need to shift or stay on track, or if we need to maybe edit some things, and then go back to the drawing board.
Sounds good.
Let's take a
toast.
A toast to success, growth, and many blessings.
Yes.
For 2020.
2020.
Yes.
And what's to come?
Many blessings.